What's going on, everybody? Product Probes back at you with another video. Today I got a cool one for you. We're going to be doing a fixed blade karambit made by M-Tech USA. It's actually a pretty cool looking thing. Let's get into it, guys.
Hi, my name is what? My name is my name is it's named Sadie. Hi, my name is
Alright. Now, first thing, of course, you notice is this big sheath that's on it. The weight's not too bad. We'll get the weight here in a little bit. But it's no, well, I say it's no. Yes, it is. Look at that. I thought this thing was actually all the way down on it. So, it's a pocket clip, belt clip, and also it has where you can run your belt through the actual loop right here. But that's it inside the sheath. Now, let's see what this thing looks like. Man, pulls out kind of hard to pull out. Nice looking little knife. The blade is a little bit shorter than I thought it would be, compared to that. Let's get a close up on it. Just a simple little fixed blade karambit knife. It's the MT664. This little thing right here is pretty cool. It's pretty simple though. And it's actually, it doesn't feel too good in your hands, you know, if you were to use it as a normal karambit knife. But the blade on it looks like it's pretty sharp. I tell you what we'll do, maybe, not too much. Let's go see how sharp this thing is. Alright guys, outside, got a little bit better lighting and we're going to try to see how sharp this thing is. Seems to just rip. Doesn't seem to have much of a hold up here at the top. Let's get it very, very tight. Yeah. The point on it's not too bad, but if you were to come in with the claw, it seems to rip a lot better. So in a point downward motion, like a claw, it's awesome. For a normal down straight cutting, wouldn't recommend it. But there it is, guys. Alright guys, you saw the sharpness on it. Now let's dive in a little bit deeper and get some measurements on it. Let's see what we got. I would say fully open, but it's a fixed blade. It's gonna be 6.5 inches. The blade measures 3 inches. So 6.5 inch knife, 3 inch blade. Adding the sheath to it's probably not going to add that much. It might round out at 7. 7 1/4. Yeah, 7 1/4 inches. The one thing I'm worried is how this thing's going to clip, you know, to your belt and your belt buckle, because this doesn't have the notch. You know, a lot of times they'll have the notch here. Now, that's so you can pull the whole thing off. Now, it does have where you can run it through your belt, and we'll check that out as well. But I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's get the weight on it, because I am worried that it's probably just going to weigh down the belt. With the sheath, we'll be looking at 4.9 ounces. Okay, so not as bad as I thought it would be. The actual knife itself, 3.4. So, you know, it's a fully stainless steel blade. The whole, well, I say stainless steel blade, it's a stainless steel, the whole thing. And then a pretty beefy plastic sheath. So, I guess it gives the illusion of being heavier than it actually is. So, it might not be too bad. Let's go see what this thing looks like on the belt. Alright guys, this right here is the concealed. Can't really see it at all. But, bam, it's right there. Ready to pull out. Now, I don't like the fact that the, see how that is? That's how, it's backwards almost for me. So, I would have to turn it to get into a defensive stance if I needed it. But, just to have on your belt, this is what it looks like. Slides in and out pretty easy. Right then it did. If you hold your, now this is, my belt's not too tight, but if just you had to one-hand it, man, it comes out not too bad. So there it is, guys. I tell you what, let's check this out real quick, just to see. I'm gonna get naked on camera. That's what. All right, here we go. Because I didn't realize it even had this thing, but it's got a little pocket clip. But the only thing about this is that it's almost pointless. Like, I don't even want to do it because it's going to be inside the waist or something. But watch this. If you one-hand it, the whole thing's going to come off. So that's a pretty pointless thing right here. Now, I guess if you were to somehow come down with something and come back up, I'm not sure. But the pocket clip is pointless on this knife. However, it does go on the belt pretty good. There it is, guys. Alright, guys, just saw what it looked like on the belt. Not too bad. Actually, a little bit better fit than I thought it would be. As you can see right here, I'm doing on this little table, but it's rather hard to pull out of the actual sheath. But let's get another close-up, and then let's go have some fun with this knife. I'm going to see, because the way that it looks, I'm going to see if I can throw this thing and see what it'll do. Let's go check it out. Alright, guys, right here, I'm going to throw this knife just for fun, just to see what it's got, see what this thing's all about. Look at that. The GoPro thing on. It didn't go through both layers, but I don't know if you can see down in there. This is the first layer that it went through. Round 2.
Perfect.
Huh. On the back side. Well, cardboard, it threw okay, I guess. The whole blade sticking out. There was round 1 that went through it. Round 2, the whole butt of it went through it. Alright, guys, let's go over some pros and cons about the knife. Let's go over the cons first, I guess. Right here, this little clip thing makes no sense to me. Seems pretty much pointless. The sharpness of the blade, you know, not a huge deal breaker, but you could run it through a sharpener once or twice, wouldn't be too bad. The pulling it out, I guess that's not really a con because you don't want it to slide out, but you do got to apply a little bit more force in it. But some of the things I like about it is the overall look, the feel of it, the weight on your belt, the actual how it spins is pretty good. Oh, that was another thing I didn't like. See that? Is that you got to end up turning it around like this. So, you know, overall 50-50 knife. It could be fun to throw. It actually was pretty fun throwing it out there, and if you got good at it, it'd be a pretty cool little throwing knife too. But that's it, guys. Let's see what this thing was again. This is the M-Tech MT664 knife, and that is it, guys. If you like this review, let us know in the comment section below. Be sure to like the video and make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to the channel because we've got some cool stuff coming out in the future. So guys, I will see y'all in the next one.